we are mildly interesting guys, and we talk about some stuff. So welcome to the podcast, we call it Joel the Podcast. It's Alex and it's Alex, here for Joel the Podcast. Hello everybody, I'm Alex.
And I'm Alex.
And I'm Alex.
This is our podcast, Joel.
Joel.
Welcome to episode 58.
Oh, actually, right? I don't know this time.
I think it's 57.
Ooh, David thinks it's 57.
But I might be wrong again.
Okay.
Welcome to episode 58 or 57. We have a pretty interesting episode, I think, for you here today. But before we get to that, I wanted to remind everyone that Nathan does not owe me $1.
Alex does not owe me $1 yet.
And we move on to sports. So the Phillies have been playing mediocre against the Marlins, but their season is nearing an end. So hopefully they need to play well tonight and the rest of the season to make the playoffs
against a fake team.
Imagine that. The Eagles lost a very depressing game on Sunday as the NFL kicked off this weekend to the Washington football team.
I really hope they keep that name.
The owner, Dan Snyder, said that if it seems like fans like the name, they may just keep it.
I like the name. Everyone who's listening, please email Dan Snyder at dansnyder@thewashingtonfootballteam.com.nfl.com and let him know that
that's definitely their exact website, and that's for sure his email. So yeah, everyone listening, just send them an email, and a couple 100,000, we should be good to go.
Yep.
So did you want to comment on any other NFL happenings?
Oh yes, there were two other interesting occurrences this weekend. First of all, the Packers this weekend beat the Vikings 43-34. Scorigami. If you don't know what that is, please look up the video. Send us an email and we'll send you the video link.
Our email can be found at our website, which David is.
Website. Alex at joelthepodcast.github.io/alexandalex@joelthepodcast .website.
Very
Excellent.
Good. So head over there and send us an email, and we'll tell you about Scorigami. All right, yes. Carry on.
And the other interesting occurrence in the NFL this weekend is the Patriots won and Tom Brady lost. So at the risk of overreacting, Tom Brady was never really that good to begin with.
Honestly, he's just a system QB. I think anybody could have won 6 Super Bowls in his position. So
that is exactly my takeaway from this one game.
Honestly, if there was a good QB there, they could have won all 9 Super Bowls that they were in. So
right, and probably made it to a few more on top of that.
Exactly. So Tom Brady's a scrub. P.S. Go Bills. All right.
And with that, I think that's all the sports we've got.
Yep. Oh no. Okay. I looked at the recording, and I was like, oh man, that was a quick intro. And it was like still 10 minutes, which is like our standard intro time. And then I realized that we started recording a little bit before we actually started the podcast.
Right.
So that hasn't actually been 10 minutes.
Right. Lots of excellent behind-the-scenes footage there that will not make it into the podcast, guaranteed.
Right. And that means Nathan just has extra work to do.
Yes.
Yep.
For the record, I always I tell you guys I'm recording so that you'll start, but then I just start recording when I start to talk.
Right. So that
my recording is always correct, and I'm just lying to you the other times.
Well, that's totally fine. However you want to do it, I just want to make sure you're at least ready to record before I start.
That's exactly how I want to do it. It's also
Yep.
how I want you to do it, but I don't really expect you
Oh,
to.
well, I can do that then.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that all it took? Do that.
Yeah, you
Why
should have just
didn't you?
told me. Should have just told me if that's what you wanted me to do. That's super easy.
All right.
Maybe you guys should use the Buzzin Live website to start the recording at the same time.
Yeah, that's not actually a bad idea. Or even if we didn't do that to signal to start. Okay, let me start that. Let me start that over. Even if we started recording at an arbitrary time, if we buzzed in right before we started to talk, that might be, well, it'd be a bit of a stretch. That might be distinguishable on the audio waveform, but
Right.
If you want, I can just go bzzz before I start recording.
yeah, that would work.
All right.
Probably.
Please, if
So
you
what?
do that, please include that in the podcast.
That's the new intro to our podcast. It's a theme song, and then 10 seconds of silence. Then Alex will go bzzz.
So just to be clear, I'm gonna start the Skype recording
Yeah.
and then start my phone recording and then immediately go bzzz and then start talking. That's the plan from now on.
Yes.
All right. Just wanted to make sure we're on the same page. So
All right.
everyone has something new to look forward to next week.
Now that we've
Right.
got that all squared away, let's get into it.
Yes. So if you're incredibly dense, you may not have noticed, but David has joined us this week on the podcast. Thanks for coming on, David.
You're welcome.
We asked David on this week because we wanted to do something new. And was this suggested by you, David?
It
Yes,
was.
It is
Yeah.
actually my suggestion.
This is suggested by David. So we're going to play a game of Jeopardy today. So I'm going to explain the rules, and David's going to host, is why we asked him to join the podcast today. So I'm going to explain the rules, and hopefully everyone will be on the same page, since I didn't explain them fully before we actually started. So there are 5 categories. I picked out a bunch of categories. Nathan eliminated 1, and then out of those categories, David picked 5. And he has not told us what they are yet, so it'll be exciting reveal. There's 5 categories, and each category has 5 questions. So one of us will start, determined by David, and we'll choose a category and value, 100 to 500, and David will read the question. As soon as David finishes reading the question, Nathan and I will, if we know the answer, buzz in using our online buzz-in software. Thank you to buzzin.com. Sorry, buzzin.live.
It couldn't even get a .github.io domain name.
Thank you to buzzin.github.io/buzzin.website.live. Okay. Thank you to Buzzin. So we'll be buzzing in, and whoever buzzes in first gets to answer the question. And you must answer in the form of a question. So what is or who is. And
or why is.
Well, I don't think there will be any questions like that, but
Or
and then David will be the final judge of whether an answer counts or not. If you get the question right, then you gain the amount of money that was whatever the question was. And if you get it wrong, you lose that amount of money. And if you get it wrong as well, the other person has the opportunity to steal if they want to. They have the opportunity to answer the question if they know it. And again, they would gain the money or lose the money if they got it wrong. So they're in the board. David has selected one random square to be a daily double. So if you pick that question, then you alone get to answer the question. And instead of the normal money wagering, or normal money system, you can wager any amount of your own money and gain or lose that much money if you get the question right or wrong. So that's a good way to come back if you're behind. And then once the board, and then whoever answered the previous question correctly gets the opportunity to pick the next question. Once the board is exhausted, we'll have Final Jeopardy, where David will ask one question. We will secretly wager any amount of our money that we want, and then we will both write down the answer to the question at the same time, and then after that we will reveal what we bid and whether we got the question right. And then we'll find out who wins. And we are playing with stakes today. We have agreed beforehand that the winner of the game the loser of the game will owe the winner the difference in their final money counts. With the notable exception, thank you, David, for this, that it will be in Zimbabwe dollars instead of U.S. dollars, so we won't be owing each other thousands of U.S. dollars. So I think that covers it. Did I miss anything?
No, I think that's it.
All right. In that case, let's begin.
Oh, actually, what?
Yep.
Should we decide on a penalty for buzzing in before the question ends, or trying to?
Hopefully, you will keep the buzzer locked until you finish reading the question.
Sure, but I might forget to.
Okay, so if you forget and one of us tries to, if you judge that one of us has buzzed in before
the question is finished being read.
Right.
So I would assume that the penalty would just be that the other person gets to answer the question.
Yeah, you forfeit.
But do you have another idea, David?
Well, I was thinking if we wanted to, we could add some punitive thing to further discourage cheating.
Honestly, I suspect that we will be low on money as it is. So why don't we just go with if you buzz in early, you're disqualified from answering that question.
Okay, that's fair. I was thinking maybe if you buzz in early, you owe the amount you have on your board currently to me.
Ooh. I mean, I certainly don't want that. But
yeah,
exactly. But okay, I think Alex's suggestion is probably good enough.
Okay.
All right. So let us begin. Why don't you start by giving us the categories?
All right. So the 5 categories are this planet, higher education geography.
Did you not make this a table?
No.
This is disgusting.
Sorry, I'll just make it a table real quick.
Carry
on, David.
To type and all of the other category headers just shifted over because it's all tabs.
44.
Oh, great. I was really hoping we would get that one.
Nope, it doesn't format nicely.
5 of a kind. And the last one is ends with a 3 words body part.
Great. Interesting. I'm just going to type these categories in real quick.
Some vigorous typing there.
Can you repeat them all for our listeners out, of course?
Yes. So it will be the first category, this planet. The second category, higher education geography. The third category, 44. The fourth category, 5 of a kind. And the last one ends with a 3 words body part.
Oh.
I think it's 3-letter body part.
Yep.
Oh, 3 letters. Yes, you made a typo in your
Yes, I did.
thing.
All right, my apologies.
Shame on you.
All right. Great. So let's begin. So David, do you just give it to one of us to start?
That's a very tough call.
Fine, we'll flip a coin.
Yeah.
Yes, flip a coin.
I've got a cracker right here.
All right.
Oh, yeah, flip the cracker.
This is a Ritz cracker, so it's got a very clear top and bottom.
All right.
Yes. Top or bottom, Alex?
Bottom.
It was the top. You'll have to trust me, I guess, unless you want to.
Oh, I do trust you.
Okay. There's also a lot of crumbs all over my desk now.
I could have predicted that.
I have control of the board, and I will reward myself by eating this cracker before we begin.
All right.
Congratulations.
Good job.
And that concludes the ASMR portion of our podcast.
I literally could not hear it at all, so I
Me
hope
neither.
it's
Well, maybe our
audible in the
listeners can.
recording.
Otherwise, maybe they just want the silence. All right, let's try. I'm really excited that 44 is one of the categories. So let's try 44 for 100.
Okay, 44 for 100. Okay. Designation for the thigh and leg of a roasted chicken as opposed to the breast.
I got nothing.
Would you like me to repeat?
I don't think so. I think
No, I just don't know the answer. What was the answer?
It was dark meat.
What?
Oh, they're both 4-letter words.
Oh, okay.
I was
Oh.
actually thinking dark meat, but I was like, dark meat doesn't have a 44 in it.
I thought it would. At first, I thought it was going to be questions about Obama, the 44th president. But then I was like, oh, maybe it's just things that have the word "for" in them, like.
Right.
But okay, all right, 2 4-letter words.
Now I understand. Okay.
All right, so you still have the board.
After that historic choke. I was even thinking dark meat. I think I already said that. Anyway, let's try now that we've got this. 44 for 200.
44 for 200. During the Second World War, Johnson & Johnson made rolls of this handy adhesive in green to match the military items it was used to patch. Yes, Nathan.
What is duct tape?
And the answer is duct tape.
Nice.
On the board. How about that? That is several
right.
cents you owe me now if this stands.
If this stands, yeah.
Actually, wait, is this several cents?
It is. So it's about 40 cents, I believe.
I forget what the exchange rate was, even though I looked it up literally just before the podcast.
0.28 cents to the dollar. So I believe this is about 40 cents.
All right. Let's try ends with a 3-letter body part for 100. Oh, you have to reset the buzzer, by the way.
Yes. I was obviously going to do that.
I suppose you could do that like as the end of question action.
Yes, he could.
Yes.
So we obviously prepared very well for this. Anyway.
Yep.
Okay. So ends with a 3-letter body part for 100. To take someone's weapons away.
You have to unlock it. Damn it!
Okay, Nathan came in first. Nathan?
What is disarm?
That is correct.
This is gonna suck.
So Nathan adds another 100 points, or 100 Zimbabwe dollars.
100 Zimbabwe dollars.
I'm liking this sampling. Let's go with this planet for 100.
Okay. This planet for 100. It's called Earth Twin, but it must be fraternal as we don't enjoy the same thick clouds of sulfuric acid.
How?
Okay, Nathan has gotten the buzz in first.
What is Venus?
That is correct.
Come
Nathan
on.
gets another 100 points.
100 Zimbabwe dollars.
Yes, 100 Zimbabwe dollars. Nathan is taking a very rapid lead here.
You must have better reflexes than I do.
That's a good sign for when I know the answer. All right. Let's move on to 5 of a kind for 100.
Okay, it'll be 5 of a kind for 100 Zimbabwe dollars. In basketball, the number 5 is used to represent this one of the 5 positions on a team.
Yes.
Alex.
What is a center?
Yes, that is correct.
Woo!
Alex
I'm on
finally
the board.
takes his first point.
This buzzer thing is very exciting.
All
I'm
right,
liking this a lot.
give me 3-letter body part for 200.
Okay, that is the daily double.
Yes.
Oh no.
I will
Well, you only
wager
have
all
100.
100 of my dollars.
Okay, so Alex wagers $100 for the daily double on, what is this? Ends with a 3-letter body part. And the question is, it's the special type of lens used to produce the effect seen here.
Seen where?
Oh no.
Is there not an image that goes along with it?
No.
Oh no.
All right. Can you repeat the question then?
The question is, it's the special type of lens used to produce the
Lens.
effect seen here. I'm going to
I don't
start
know.
the
I don't know what it
10-second
is.
timer.
No, I give
know-
up.
I
don't
know
know
what
what
I
it
would
is.
say. Can I give an answer? Can I
You
guess?
can guess, but you won't get any points, any money.
Is it magnifying glass?
That is not correct. The correct answer was, in fact, a fish eye.
Fish eye. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Wow. All
That's
right,
a lot
well,
more Jeopardy appropriate.
back down to 0,
You still have the board
but
though.
I still have the board. Ends with a 3-letter body part 300.
Okay. Ends with a 3-letter body part for 300. And the question is, in Britain, this pastime is called noughts and crosses. Nathan?
I didn't realize it wasn't buzzed. I actually knew this immediately. It's tic-tac-toe. What is
That is-
tic-tac-toe? Oh
yes,
no.
that is correct.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I think we're not formal enough to give a shit that you didn't say it in the question form.
Fair enough. All right, and with that,
Nathan has taken the board.
let's try. I'm actually really nervous about higher education geography. Don't know if I'm going to know any of this. So we'll do 100 in that category.
Okay. Higher education geography. The question for 100 is, home of the Red Hawks, Miami University is in this state.
Where is Ohio?
Yes, that is correct.
Woo! Back up to 100.
Alex has recovered from his bankruptcy.
All right. Give me geography 200.
Okay. Higher education geography for 200. The question is, Santa Fe Community College is in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Santa Fe College is in this city, home to the University of Florida. Clear. Nathan.
What is Gainesville?
Yes, that is
Wow.
correct.
I definitely would not have gotten that.
I'm really blown away that you know this thing.
All right. That brings you up to 900 Zimbabwe dollars.
I certainly know my Florida college locations. All right. This planet for 200.
Okay. This planet for 200. Let's find the question. Okay, the question is, this has about a dozen moons, at least 6 miles in diameter, including Ganymede. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but... Oh, and I have to clear. Nathan?
What is Jupiter?
That is correct.
All right, this is not looking good for me. The good news is that all the expensive ones are still available, so I can still catch up.
Yes.
Right. Let's try ends with a 3-letter body part for 400.
I'm getting this one. This is mine.
this is Alex's territory. All right. 400 for ends with a 3-letter body part. The question is, this other name for tetanus refers to one of its most common symptoms.
So I don't actually know.
I don't know either. I don't want to guess.
Okay. The answer was lockjaw.
Ah, didn't know that.
I
That's
did
the same
not
thing as
either.
tetanus?
Hmm?
That's the same thing as tetanus.
Yes.
We all learned something today. How about that?
We all learned something today.
All right, let's give Alex another chance on his home turf. Body
Here we go.
part 500.
I'm getting this one for sure, though.
Okay. Body part for 500. And the question is, the fruit of a rambler or damask? No?
I don't even know what those things are.
Me neither.
Okay. The answer was rose hip. I didn't know that was a fruit.
All right.
Rose hip.
Yes.
We've exhausted ends with a 3-letter body part, and I'm still 1,000 down. This is not looking good.
Maybe
whole
we should stick
category
to the
gone.
1 and 200s.
What?
I said maybe we should stick to the 1 and 200s,
Well,
of which there is one left.
We've done
Yes.
most of them, so.
There
5
is
of a kind for
Yes.
200.
5 of a kind for 200. And the question is, of the 5 largest Caribbean islands, it's the only one that's a U.S. territory. Alex.
Where is Puerto Rico?
And that is correct.
Woo.
Alex gains another 200 Zimbabwe dollars.
Closing the gap.
300.
You have the board 300. Oh,
All right.
I thought you
Higher
were
education geography for 300.
Okay. Higher education for 300. The question is, the oldest in Kentucky, a university in Lexington, bears this name that sounds like Dracula might have been an alumnus. And reset.
I don't know.
I'm tempted
Nathan?
for the entertainment value, but there is real money on the line, so.
Nathan's biting his lips.
Not gonna do it.
Nope, I'm not going to do it.
Nathan gives up entertainment because of a few dollars. And the answer is Transylvania.
Oh, I would have gotten
That
it
was
right,
actually
too.
it. All right.
Yes.
I was.
Higher education 400. Let's knock these out.
All right. Higher
Knowing
education.
that, I'm obviously
400.
going to be much more brave in the future.
Yes. It sounds more entertaining.
Yes.
The question is, founded in 1853, Washington University isn't in D.C. or Washington State, but in this city on the Mississippi River.
Oh,
Nathan?
I know it. Damn it.
What is St. Louis, Missouri?
That is correct.
Oh, is that for 400? Excellent.
Yeah.
This is going well.
This is going poorly. I just thought of it too late. I wasn't ready to buzz.
Let's go back to five of a kind for 300.
Okay. Question is, of the 5 current movie ratings put out by the MPAA, this one has the strictest admissions requirement. Reset. Alex?
What is NC-17?
That is correct.
Oof.
Woo! To
Alex,
600.
Alex is
600 to
gaining a little more
1500.
traction.
5 of a kind, 400.
Okay, 5 of a kind, 400. And the question is, at myph.gov, learn about 5 food groups: fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and this one. And it's not dessert. Reset. Alex?
What is dairy?
That is correct.
Ooh, I'm catching up, Nathan. Look out.
I know.
1,500 to 1,000.
Problem is, I didn't really listen to that question. That one's on me.
Yeah, that is
I
on
could have
you.
at least given you a chance at the buzzer there, but
For the listeners, that did not just take me, and this applies to a number of questions, and that did not just take me like 10 seconds to figure out. It just, sometimes David takes a few seconds to reset the buzzer, so.
Yes,
right. We're not idiots, David.
Well, we are idiots,
Not
just
instant.
not as much as you think.
Yes. I'm just making it sound like you guys are extreme idiots.
It's just gonna be like 1 minute for the next one.
We've
Why
both
are you
pressed
guys
in,
not
like...
All right, 5 of a kind, 500.
Yes. 5 of a
get
kind,
this.
500.
I get this. I'll be tied.
Yes. That is correct.
It's dangerous.
Oh shit. Okay. I have to play you guys music to proceed with this question.
Excellent.
Interesting. We're going to get copyright claimed because of the music. All of our ad revenue is going to go to Universal.
Didn't you say
Actually,
one of our...
no. Surprisingly.
Ah.
Do you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Yes?
This music was by one of the 5 mighty Russian composers of the 19th century. This man with a hyphenated name.
I don't know any composers with a hyphenated
Nathan?
name.
Who is Rimsky-Korsakov?
That is correct.
Nice.
Wow, that was pretty impressive.
Getting $1,000 lead.
Yes.
I mean, with what's left on the board, though, that's going to be an easy gap to close.
I don't know. This planet, you seem to have those ones locked up.
I sure hope so. With that said, this planet, 500.
All right. Wow. Going for broke.
All right, this
Stretching
planet
my lead, I hope.
for 500. The question is, this may have used its gravity to capture an independent object that would have become one of its moons, Triton.
I don't know moons. Stop it.
All right, Nathan.
Oh, no. What is Neptune?
That is correct.
Son of a bitch.
I second-guessed myself really hard there. And it's a good thing I did. I almost said Saturn at first.
My initial instinct was Neptune, but I just really had no idea for sure, and I can't waste 500. I guess at this point I really need to just go on all my hunches.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you better keep something in your pocket for Final Jeopardy.
That's true. But I have to be at least half of you.
Right. All right. Well, let's go higher education geography for 500 as well.
Okay. 500 in higher education geography. The question is, Oakland University isn't in California. It's in this state's cities of Auburn Hills and Rochester Hills. Nathan?
What is Michigan?
Oh,
Yes.
come on.
That is
That
correct.
is totally unfair. Boo.
I had no idea until he said the cities.
All right. I think it's almost insurmountable at this point.
I also just realized, like before that question was read, that the higher education geography was about locations of universities.
What
Yeah.
did you think it was?
I didn't make any association whatsoever.
No, yeah. Initially, before I read the questions, I thought it was gonna be about geography taught in higher education.
Yeah, just more challenging geography.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Which is why I didn't think I'd be any good at it, but I guess I got lucky there. All right, let's try this planet for 300.
All right, this planet for 300. And this is the last one, correct? Or
No.
wait,
There's
no, there
also
are two.
400.
Yes.
This is another moon one. I'm gonna be pissed.
Okay, the question is, this can get within about 29 million miles of the sun. Nathan?
What is Mercury? I
Yes.
sure hope. All right, good.
Wow, Nathan's really dominating this one.
I've gotten all
29.
four, haven't I?
29 million miles.
All right, let's go for the sweep. I want this planet 400.
Okay, that will be the last of the category. And the question is, this is noted for a dark gap called the Cassini division.
I don't know why I suggested this category. This is terrible. At least Nathan doesn't seem to know
Nathan?
it. Oh.
What is Saturn?
That is correct.
Oh my gosh.
So Nathan completely swept this planet category.
Excellent. Very proud of
I
that.
think you should have 3,700. All
I
right.
think you're right, yeah.
Well, let's just finish it up here.
Yep, 44, 300.
All right, 44, 300. The question is, a note that lets a student escape the classroom and walk the corridors during class time. Alex?
What is hall pass?
That is correct. Alex is catching up just a little bit.
I have to get these last two to be within striking distance at the end.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
All right, 400.
Yes. The question for 400 is precipitation with a pH below 5.0.
Damn it.
Nathan,
No.
What is acid rain?
that is correct.
All right.
And that leaves us with the penultimate question, 44 for 500. And the question is, this type of event is meant to move possible damaged merchandise quickly and at very low prices. Nathan,
What is fire sale?
Yup,
that
I knew
is
it.
correct.
I knew it like 4 seconds too late.
All right.
So
All right,
Nathan has taken a huge lead.
4,600 to 1,300, and we head into Final Jeopardy. Generally in Final Jeopardy, they say the category, and then we write down our wagers. Do you have a category, or do we just want to wager randomly?
Okay, hold on. I've accidentally closed the window that has the answer, so I'm just opening it again.
Rip. See, now the thing is, now that there's real money involved, do I even wager anything when I know I'm not going to know the answer?
Do you know you're not knowing the answer?
No, I actually have no idea whether I'll know the answer, but if this game was any indication.
I feel like unless David makes it some sort of physics-based question.
Oh, it is so not physics-based question.
All right.
Okay, here is the question.
No.
Oh, right, category. Yes,
Category.
I have to start with category. Category, Python.
Oh, I can wager this amount, my entire amount then. Unless it's about the snakes, then I'm screwed.
So let me know when you guys are done betting.
I've made my
I've
wager.
mine as well.
All right, what's the
Okay.
question?
The question is, an African or European swallow?
I knew it. I can't remember. Let's see. See, this is a gut guess. All right, looks like you're done, so I'll stop doing that since the audience loved it.
That was
I should
pretty
have
funny.
pretended to keep writing,
So,
I guess.
for those of you who don't know, this is a reference to Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yes.
I don't know if I got it right. Here we go. So I'll show my answer, then you show your answer, and then he says the real answer. So, with my wager of 1,300, I guessed European. Nathan?
I almost went with that tactic, but I said, what is Monty Python? Hoping that that's how he
No.
thought of it.
Neither of you got the answer.
Darn.
What did you
I'm
wager?
disappointed.
I wagered 1,999.
Nice.
Okay, so that leaves you.
What was the correct answer?
Oh yes, the correct answer is, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Oh, I see.
I-
Is the question... Okay, yep, I understand. I didn't get it, but... Yep. All right, well, that leaves me with 0. Nathan with 2601.
Let's
So
get
congratulations,
this
Nathan.
exchange rates.
Standard calculator.
Let's see. That is 7.19 US dollars.
Nice. All right, well, there you have it, everyone. I owe Nathan $7.19. We are at not that long of an episode. Do you want to do something else, or do you want to end it here? Anyone have a suggestion?
David, what do you think?
Well, I'd like to go on because it's fun being in a podcast, except I don't want to come up with ideas because I don't have one right now.
Same.
We could
That's what the listeners are for, to give us ideas.
We could we can stall for a bit here. Let me open up Ask Reddit, I'm sure.
Yeah, you guys talk about random topics. We can do that.
That's kind of the go-to. Just literally. I do want to document this though in this thing. You said $7 and what?
$7.19. Is that what you said? 18.
Let's see. Yes, 19.
$7.19. All right, we started this podcast with nobody owing anybody anything, as always. And thanks to the magic of playing a little bit of Jeopardy, I now own $7.19 that used to belong to Alex.
Well, you're owed it. You don't actually own it yet.
That's fair.
Do banks in the U.S. carry Zimbabwe dollars?
I doubt it, but I'm going to pay him in U.S. dollars. I assume that will be acceptable.
I suppose it will. I was kind of curious if we could get a hold of like Zimbabwe paper money to complete the transaction, but
Yeah.
7,000 or 2,000 Zimbabwe paper, like actual physical cash dollars.
that's probably more trouble than it's worth. Although they would be very cheap.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Venmo you the money.
While you look up questions, I'll look up how to buy Zimbabwe currency.
I'm curious to know if it's possible.
Maybe airports sell them.
Yeah, there's probably some sort of official way to get it.
Right.
I did find on eBay lots of bills. It tends to be the $100 trillion bill.
$100 trillion bill.
which
Wow.
which
That,
happens to be, let's see,
that's
100.
gotta be like 100 billion US or 200 billion US, right? Why would you even have that?
I think hasn't the inflation kind of calmed down a little bit? Like, because yes, that is 276 billion US dollars.
Oh, guys, if you guys want an idea that you guys haven't done before, there's a website that I used to look at for entertainment. It's called The Worst Things for Sale. And
The worst things.
it's
I
basically a
like where this
website
is
that
going.
lists a bunch of items that are really stupid. So we can look through these and talk about it.
Either I spelled that wrong or it didn't work.
The worst things for sale. Oh, it's not. There isn't a dot in between here.
The worst things for sale.com.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, the first thing I came up with here is party problem, the coolest cooler. Retailing for a not at all insane price, the coolest cooler has a built-in battery-powered blender and Bluetooth speaker. After raising over $13 million from Kickstarter backers, the coolest coolers shipped with defective batteries, broken blenders, and coolers that didn't keep ice from melting. Oof.
Here's a good Ask Reddit question. What would you do with a cardboard box? Or maybe it's a terrible question.
Um, with experience to call on here, I would toss my cardboard box into the Bionicle closet and leave it there on the ground, among many other things that are in the closet on the ground.
Like
It should be cleaned
Bionicles.
up at some point, but you know.
Yeah, I actually have been recently deciding to keep my boxes because in case I ever have to move again. Um, but yeah, I have a second floor, kind of like an attic, but it's like, there's carpet up there. But I really just throw crap up there because I never go up there, and so I don't ever need to organize anything. But I have tons of boxes from stuff that I've bought, as well as like boxes that stuff came in. Like I kept my TV box with the styrofoam and everything, so that I can just put my TV in there if I ever need to move it. So yeah, I would definitely keep the box.
Same.
David, what would you do with a cardboard box?
Well, I think Nathan is aware of this, but I would probably wear it.
You would wear it
Yes.
like
For entertainment
like a
purposes.
hat or like
Yeah.
clothes?
No, as a helmet.
I see.
This actually has happened between us several times.
I see. That's very interesting.
I'm continuing to scroll on this website, and they're terrible.
Yeah.
I should hope so. It's called The Worst Things.
Running from the Raptor is a book about non-consensual dinosaur sex. And I'm closing the tab.
All right. You are now on a list.
Might have to erase browser history.
Might have to throw my computer away.
Kind of related to what you were just looking at. If you were filthy rich, what would you still refuse to buy?
I would refuse to buy any sort of books about dinosaur sex, whether or not it was consensual.
Yeah. Yeah, I would extend that to say really any animals, real
And
or not.
probably most sex.
Right. Right, yeah.
Those just aren't topics that I want books about.
Right.
Well, I mean, animals probably make a fine book. I would still refuse to buy. I don't know whether or not I would refuse to buy cable TV. I could certainly afford it,
I would
but
still refuse to buy it.
I don't want it.
I would just buy nicer streaming TV than I currently have, which is pretty good. But I would get like, the real nice one. The extra sports packages and stuff,
Right.
HBO, all that
Yeah.
crap.
Hmm.
Trying to think of what is something that I still would not buy. I think no, I definitely would do that.
Organs.
You have to say what it is.
Organs. Oh, it's not actually
Not,
that
not the
interesting.
instrument.
It's not actually that interesting. I was gonna say magic cards from in the Magic Online like thing they have, because I just want to buy real cards.
That's fair.
But I think if I was filthy rich, I would buy cards in there.
That does make me think of any sort of cosmetics in video games.
Oh, yep, I still wouldn't buy those. Nope, that's
Yep.
for sure. Yeah, that's a good example.
Maybe a little bit on the fence about like buying the video game currency if that has other in-game uses, but still like that I just don't.
I would still never buy FIFA or Madden or well, I might buy Madden. NBA though, wouldn't buy that. I honestly don't even think I would buy. Well, I guess I have an Xbox. I was gonna say I don't think I would buy an Xbox or PlayStation, but if I didn't have an Xbox, I probably would not buy one.
Really?
Yeah. I just have
How would you play Forza Horizon 4 then?
I would not play that actually.
Unthinkable. If I had an obscene amount of money, that's all I would do. If I had a lot of money, if I didn't have to work. Okay, here's a good discussion actually. If I didn't have to work anymore, I would definitely stream games badly.
Like you would be a streamer.
I would be a streamer, but I'm bad at games, so I would stream games badly.
Yeah, but you could
Wait,
spend
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
you could
No,
spend
I think that actually has a market for it. Like
Is there-
people wanting
should
to
I-
watch someone playing games badly because
Should I
it's
quit my
funny.
job? I genuinely think this would be a fun thing to do.
Yeah, I don't think you would make any money doing it.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, I'm not saying you would be a bad streamer. I'm just saying you would have really no way of gaining publicity.
You don't think that advertising constantly on our podcast with its such high
Far-reaching
viewership,
audience.
I mean,
we've already
I mean,
cultivated an audience. I
in
just
a-
need to transition them to my stream, which would be uh,
Joel the Twitch.
Joel the
thing-
Twitch. Is
in
that
the
available? Can I check that?
in the future, at an undefined time when we have thousands and thousands of subscribers, that would work. But right now, we don't have that many subscribers, so it may not be very effective right now. So I recommend keeping your job until we have thousands and thousands of subscribers.
Well, I mean, we'll never get more popular on Twitch if we never start on Twitch. Maybe we should live stream the podcast.
That's an idea.
That's a fair point.
Actually, I think that might be, well, for one, I think we can record it and like post it on YouTube later anyway.
Yeah.
But it may be a very effective way to, if we plan to like record at a consistent time, that's also the release, right?
Right.
And so if David, for example, was typically free on Monday nights around 7 or whatever,
8 for us.
8 for you, would certainly be not more work for us, and he could Twitch chat us things.
Yes.
We
And
will.
not
would
just
that be
me. Other people on Twitch can also interact with you guys.
Yeah, I'm just
Hypothetically.
not assuming that there's going to be more.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, you're right. Yeah.
Let's
So my question to you then, David, is would it be more or less awkward to interact with us live through Twitch chat than it is to like interact with us through email with about a week or two delay?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, either way, I think it's fine. But I think I'll still email you guys every now and then,
That's
just
good.
just so that I can try all the different permutations of I am a dumbass.
All right, let's make a
Make the
note.
channel name. I am a dumbass.
Don't make that the channel name.
It would fit with the bad gaming theme.
Okay,
That would
I found this at the Worst Things on Sale website.
asthma woman for your living room.
Is that like a wall sticker?
Yes.
What
it's
does your living room need to achieve peak coziness? A 26-inch wide wall sticker of an elderly woman hitting a prescription inhaler. Obviously. Honestly, this photo looks photoshopped. Like, it looks like they took a picture, like...
Yeah, no, this is... I doubt that was an actual sticker.
I was gonna say maybe they did just Photoshop it, because why would they like
It's actually
mock
pretty...
up that product?
It's actually pretty obvious because the sticker is not parallel to the wall, which like
No,
kind of...
it's not.
Yeah.
And also, it actually cuts the plant underneath.
It's really bad Photoshop.
Yeah.
So I think that would be fun to buy to hide in someone else's house behind one of their pictures.
This is what this is what you need instead of the Bionicle closet. Just like 4 of these show up around your house overnight.
In really inconspicuous places.
Right.
Like one's just in the refrigerator.
Oh no. Oh no.
One's in the shower. Oh, that would be good.
Nice.
Definitely the guest shower.
Do you have a curtain shower or like a door?
I've got curtains.
That's good. That's what you want.
Yep.
Just make sure that you leave the curtains closed.
Yep.
So.
I bet you could get custom print curtains.
Sure you can. You can get custom print blankets and fabric.
Right, and so you could custom print this picture as a shower curtain.
See, I feel like you wouldn't
really
want this for more
with
than
a lot
one
of image
day.
compression.
Well, no, ordering it is gonna take more than a day, but once it arrives and he doesn't get caught like the day it arrives, he can just pick a night and set it up during the night.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm saying I would not want this as my shower curtain for more than one day. Like I would have it there for a day as a joke and then not want it anymore.
Fair. I think I wouldn't mind having it there, but I don't think Shelby would like it.
Well, you just mentioned there was a guest shower.
Yeah, I think especially she wouldn't want it there. She may be able to tolerate ridiculous art in like the bathroom that's hidden away in the back. But if like guests come over and use the bathroom and see that shower curtain, they're probably gonna judge us.
It's such a dumb image. It's like it's not even like it's not like an inside joke or a reference or anything. It's just a old woman with an inhaler. That's literally it. It's like once you get past the shock humor, it's like, what even is this?
Yeah.
Right. Right. Do you have another Reddit question?
There's not many good ones, although I do have to note that there's so many awards given on Ask Reddit. It's honestly stupid. It's like
I think it's just all of Reddit now. They've made all the new awards.
No, it's even more so on Ask Reddit. Like literally I'm scrolling through the top of the last week and like it's like the top of the last week has like let's see, it looks like a total of like 500 awards.
What?
But literally like the top 30 at least all have awards. Like I keep scrolling, every single one has awards. I'm still scrolling, waiting to find one without an award. Nope, still haven't found one. Oh, here's one. took forever. There's so many awards. Anyway,
What's the not awarded question?
what's the most aesthetically pleasing film you've ever watched?
Probably Scott Pilgrim versus the World, or most Edgar Wright films. They're very aesthetic.
Interesting to know.
Yep.
Here's
I
a
was
good
gonna-
one.
I was gonna say Birdemic, but in ironic
hold-
sense.
Hold on to that, because I think as graduates of the Physics Bad Movie Night, we can answer this. What is the best bad movie? With awards, obviously.
Oh, that's a tough one. I have to say, Star Wars: The Third Gathers, Backstroke of the West.
Backstroke of the West. That's pretty up there, I think.
That's a really good answer.
It's personally, it's my favorite bad movie.
The one that came to mind for me is Kung Fury, but I think that's unironically a good movie, so I don't think it's a good answer here.
So, I honestly see the things. I'm thinking about The Room, right? Obviously.
Oh, that one is great too.
I don't really think it's the best bad movie, but it's
I don't
just
think so either.
it's just so iconic is the thing. It's like you can't not mention The Room.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the yardstick, right? Like you've got to compare all the other answers to this question against The Room.
Right.
Yeah. It's like the gold standard of great bad movie.
Right.
Here we go. Finally, somebody said Birdemic. I'm just scrolling through trying to find ones that I have even heard of. Most of them I haven't heard of. So, the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
There was a Super Mario Bros. Movie?
Oh, yes. Yes, there was. After this, we'll watch the honest trailer for it. It's very funny.
All right.
All right. I think we're probably at about an hour, and I don't have any more questions. So
We are.
I think we'll end it here. So thanks for listening, everybody. Send us your thoughts about this episode, as well as whether you want to hear it again, or suggestions for what to do in the future.
Whether you want to hear it again, what do you mean?
Like whether you want us to do it again.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I worded that did I say whether you want us to hear it again? Yeah, but I meant
No. You said whether you want to hear it again.
right. Okay, I meant whether you want to hear Jeopardy again, right? So whether you want to hear, yeah. All right.
My interpretation was just whether you want to, listen to that episode again. Just do it.
Right. So, all right. So thanks for listening, everybody. I'm Alex.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Alex.
And this has been Joel.
Joel.